Hey, everyone. I'm just protecting my very brave director today. As you can hear, don't quite have my voice because I am just a mess of mucus. There's no other way to put it. So he says, yeah, bring in the Lysol. So there we go. So he let me come in anyway. So everybody out there, thank Scott Whitney, the amazing director of the Niche to Profit show, for making the show go on. Yeah, yes. Yes, Carolyn, I did just spray Lysol. No, he's way over there. He stays away from me. It's all good. But Kleenex, Lysol, menthol drops, we're good. We can get through this show. And we have a show today that is all about what I've been hearing out there is your concerns, your trouble spots with running these online businesses, things that are like kind of tricking you up here and causing you not to move forward. And I'm really energized about this topic because I just got back from Seattle, where I went to the SCO conference, which is, for anyone who doesn't know, it is a big time Amazon-centric conference. So I kind of come in there as the kind of the outcast. You know, I'm the eBay chick, walking in there. I sell on Amazon, but you guys know that is not my main thing. I don't like not having control over my brand, over really what my competition is doing to screw up the catalog page and make my stuff not sell anymore. So yes, and I am a control freak, so therefore I like eBay. Simple as that. But what I did here is there's a lot of fear in that arena too. And I'd kind of heard some things out on Facebook, but I had no idea how prevalent it was becoming that you Amazon sellers out there are getting afraid of losing your accounts. Just wake up, it's gone. Because Amazon is so big. Amazon is so automated. I mean, they're using a lot of just algorithms and sweeping for words, to alert them of problems with sellers. So you get just enough people saying that an item was not as described, or that counterfeit word. Whoo, you do not want anybody accusing your stuff of being counterfeit. That's a biggie. And canceling orders. So you need to be super careful if you're listing in multiple places, or you're bringing in stock, or you're using a drop shipper. Make sure you can fulfill everything you sell, because that is also a biggie. And that's a biggie on eBay too. Let me just be clear. The number one, if you learn nothing else from this show today, this is it. No matter what venue you sell on, the absolute worst customer experience out there is a canceled order, a canceled transaction. So both eBay and Amazon are getting really, really strict about those. So stay away from those. And I will tell you, if you double sell something, go find another one to fulfill that order. And yes, I've had to do that. I had to do that on a Roomba vacuum cleaner, and it actually cost me $50 more than what the person bought it from me for, to make sure that customer was kept happy. So cost of doing business, but keep really good track of your inventory. And, that's a really good topic. We'll do a whole show on inventory management, because I know that is a sticky point for many of you. We got into this thing, and we've got our stash in the garage, or in the attic, or on the dining room table, and then it kind of builds up, and we don't keep good track, and we don't have SKU numbers. We're just listing, right? We're just having fun with this. But if you are going to grow and scale your business, you need to start thinking like a business, and you are retail, so start thinking like a retail business. Get SKU numbers on your inventory. Have a system of where things go, whether that's in certain tubs or cubbies or shelves. And I promise one of these days I really am going to take a picture of my system for you guys. I keep forgetting. Somebody's going to need to remind me to do that and share that with you, because we have numbered shelves. I have 14 shelves, those big industrial shelves out in the garage. And while I don't assign individual numbers to things, I assign a shelf to everything, so that no matter who's home doing the shipping, they can go to that shelf and they can find that item. And then it's like, okay, here's, my Murano glass. Here's all my cows. Here's all my seashells. Here's all my Disney. Yes. So that system has worked well for me, but you have to find one that works well for you, especially if you have lots and lots of little parts that are fairly similar. And I just got to meet with one of the stars I highlight on this show all the time, Matt Pinkush, who I actually know how to say his last name now because I heard him say it in person. It was so cool. He sells pieces and parts of lawnmowers and chainsaws and weed whackers and all that stuff. And it's all different brands. So even though it's the same part, it could be this one's for a Black & Decker and this one's for this. And so there's a lot of really fine-tuned stuff he has to do to keep track of all that and make sure he can find it. So you guys want to make sure that you are doing a physical inventory every year. And this topic came up last night, too, at the Las Vegas Online Sellers Meetup group. Because I don't want you guys getting caught having to cancel an order because you can't find the thing. So know what you got out there. Know what you got. All right. So I ran this thread over on the Danni app Facebook group. And I just asked, what do you find tricky in your business? And some of the answers I got were things like taxes. So taxes happen whether or not you're in business, right? So I don't think anybody enjoys taxes. Okay, there are a few oddballs out there who actually like that tax stuff. But for the most part, we don't like having to keep track of taxes and bookkeeping and things. So if taxes is really stressing you out, just get a bookkeeper. Get somebody to do that part of your business. And in that time that you would normally spend stressing and straining over numbers, you could just be listing more and bringing in more money to pay for the bookkeeper. So don't get caught up in this. I have to do every part of this business, even the stuff I hate, because you don't. And that's one of the things that keeps you guys stuck. Is that you feel like you can't afford to hire help to do some of these pieces that take you hours because it is just not your forte, right? So those hours that you're struggling on this stuff that's really not in your wheelhouse, you could be doing the part of your business that actually makes money, and that is listing and selling. So number one thing I'm going to tell you guys to get ahead is start looking at the things you can outsource. Outsourcing is your key to cloning yourself, basically. But, you can just clone this piece of your brain and this piece of your brain. You don't have to clone the whole thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'll give you some tips for outsourcing. So first of all, you do not want to hire on sympathy. You do not want to hire... Okay, this is tricky because my daughter's in the chat room. But for the most part, you do not want to hire family. And I think she will agree that sometimes it makes it really difficult. We have to separate mother-daughter relationship and go, okay, boss, employee. And that can be a struggle, and that can cause some issues. Right. Yeah, she's laughing over there because she knows what I'm talking about. But the reason I hired her is she's got my brain. She's like one smart cookie, and I know I can trust her to handle things the way I would handle them. So she is priceless to me. The other thing is be very careful about hiring somebody that you really feel bonded with because they're just like you. You don't want somebody just like you if you're struggling with things that you're now outsourcing, because guess what? They're probably going to have the same struggles, and they're going to come to you, and it's going to be more of that emotional kind of dealing with things. Now, I actually, when I hired this last time, I took this thing called the Colby Index test. And if you go take that test, you will learn how you work, how you learn things, how you process things. And it's very telling. So some of us are what we call quick starters. We like to start, we jump into projects, we can create, but our follow through on things is horrible. So if you also hire a creative, you hire somebody that just goes, yeah, that's a great idea, let's do that, and they're also bad on follow through, that's not going to work so well for you. So when you're hiring somebody, be very specific about the task that you want them to do for you. So if it's bookkeeping, that is all they do. They don't take pictures for you. They don't write blog articles for you. They do your bookkeeping. Okay? If they're coming in to do pictures, you hire somebody to come in and do pictures, to do something really, really, really well. And then that's all they do. So I actually have my candidates take that Colby Index as well, just to make sure that where I am weak, they are strong. And I can tell you that has been a really good fit right now for hiring. And I've made a lot of hiring mistakes. Oh my goodness. Yes, we could go all day. And the Colby Index, I will tell you, it is a $50 investment. It does cost money to get your results. Okay. Nose break. Sorry, guys. Oh. So the Colby Index is the best $50 you will ever spend in your life. Thank you, Scott, for keeping me looking good. So it's the best $50 you will ever spend, because spending $50 up front can save you hundreds, possibly thousands down the line, because something that happens, especially with us women, we want to give people we just know next week they'll be better. They were just having a bad day. No, I know they'll get this. I know they'll get this. And in the meantime, we are agitated. We feel tense. They're not getting the job done. Yes. And so, yeah, we have to be tough. We have to be willing to go, you're fired. Well, you don't have to be that brutal, but you have to be willing to let people go that just are not working out, because you're in business, guys. You're in business. All right. So one of the other things I heard was mindset. And so first, I just want to say, if you admitted that, bravo, because that's the first step. Yes. You want to start recognizing those little mindsets that creep in and tell you, oh, no, that'll never work. Oh, no, you can't do that. Oh, no, somebody else is doing that. Oh, no, you are so stupid. What are you even thinking of? Right? You guys know what I'm talking about. I get that, too. I go through this cycle where, I got like some great idea. I'm going to go for it. And as I get into it, and you will have people around you telling you you're crazy. You'll have people around you saying you can't do that. And I will tell you what, Disney was told that. Mr. Walt, yes, he did. He was told, no, you are insane, man. You cannot build some park. And so not only did he do it, but gosh, he just raised prices to $1,000 for an annual pass, right? Probably has millions of people. Well, he didn't do it because he's kind of under the ground right now. So, or he's on ice, depending, what you believe there. But what I'm saying to you is, feel the fear, feel the insecurities, feel all that, and do it anyway. Do it anyway. I'm telling you, my favorite quote out there is from Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, do something that terrifies you every day. Every day. Because you do that thing that terrifies you today, tomorrow, it's not so bad. Or if it is, do it again. Some of you, it's video. Some of you, it's social media. Whatever that thing is that's so uncomfortable, but you know that it's going to help your business, just do it anyway. What's the worst that can happen? You make a fool out of yourself. Have you guys watched TV lately? Have you watched, the celebrities and the stars who are really, really out there because they make a fool of themselves? It's all good. The more human you are, the more people will want to come shop from you, because they want to shop from a human. They want to know that there's still somebody out there that gives customer service. So, and you don't even have to be on the video. You don't. You can just take a video of your, whatever that thing is you're selling, make a commercial and talk over it, or outsource somebody to talk over it. You can do that too, but find a way to get over that fear of being on that video. Something that I told a client of mine was that if you are just so squeamish about video, but you want to be, a personality out there, if you want to coach people, if you want to teach people, and your brand, you have to be doing video. You just have to be doing video. It is where everything's at, right, Scott? Yeah. He says, yeah, of course. So you got this little thing, this little doodad right here. Just about everybody's got one these days. Guess what it has on it? It's got a video recorder, and you can take a video of yourself every single day. And here's what I want to tell you. Do it before you put makeup on. Do it before you comb your hair. Do it while you're still in your jammies. Just make a video and talk and get on that camera. You don't have to share it with anybody. You don't have to give it out there or anything. Although if it's really good, you might want to. But just get comfortable recording yourself, getting on that camera. And you will be amazed at how much you will come along and be more and more comfortable with that. All right. So mindset, fear, anxiety. One of the things that troubles me the most is when I'm out shopping with a group and everybody has these things out and is standing in the aisle looking up every single thing they want to put in the cart. I will tell you that is costing you so much money. So much money. Should ask my husband. I don't do that. I do what I call power shopping. If it pulls me, if it grabs me from the shelf, I pick it up, I look at it, make sure it's not damaged, and it goes in the cart, right? I do look at the price. But for the most part, when you're at a thrift store, I mean, everything's pretty much going to be where you can afford to take those risks. Start developing an instinct for what you're going to be able to get for things and be willing to make mistakes. I can't tell you how many duds I've bought. I do buy duds. But here's the thing. This is that old saying, you make your money in the buy. So if it's priced right and you know at some point you can get your money back out of it, even if it's not on eBay, it's at your yard sale or wherever, go for it. Take the risk. Learn from it. Take, educated risk. And that's why we call it niche to profit, because the more niched you are, the more you're going to develop that sixth sense of what you can actually put in the cart and know that you're going to get the money for it, so that you're not standing in the aisle looking something up while on the next aisle over, there is that $500 piece for $10 that somebody else spotted. Ooh, I get excited about this topic. Sorry. So you don't want to let somebody else get that really good stuff because they were willing to take a bigger risk than you. So that's going to grow your business. That's going to grow your business. International shipping. I'm still hearing the fear around international shipping. Oh, it's complicated, or I'm going to lose money on it. And I will tell you, if you do calculated shipping, you choose if it's under 4 pounds, you do first class international and priority. And, you might even offer priority mail express. Nobody ever chooses that, but put it in there. So what's going to happen is you have the weight, and now add like a pound, for your packing materials. You have your weight. If it's oversized, put the dimensions. They're going to see what the shipping is to them. And if you are doing free shipping, as I preach heavily on this show, you're going to make more money, because that padded shipping cost you put into the item, international people don't pay that. They'll pay the shipping on top of whatever you were going to sell it for. So do not shut out your wonderful international business. And I told somebody last night, I said, would you like to increase your business by 25% starting tomorrow? Anybody out there not want to increase their business by 25%? International. If you're not doing it, just jump in and do it. And if you make a mistake, if you didn't calculate the shipping quite right, it's okay, because you won't make that mistake a second time. You'll only make the mistake once. You learn from it. And that is a wonderful, less than college tuition education, right? So be willing to just go out there and do that. Okay. One of the big things here is finding what people want to buy, then getting found on eBay. So those are two different things. I kind of talked a little bit about, what to put in the cart, develop your niche, go for eye appeal, guys. Eye appeal sells every time because it's emotional, right? No matter what you sell, there's going to be eye appealing stuff. So the other thing about that is the getting found part. And that's where the marketing comes in. That is where writing your title effectively comes in. And title stuff has changed, my friends. It is no longer stuff that title box. And we talk